What's going on, dudes? Jason here with some kill confirmed on mission. And this is a pretty unique gameplay, just like the gameplay from yesterday where I got that assault Moab or that assault Juggernaut and didn't lose it the entire game after that care package. Something you don't normally see. This is a double Moab that somebody else in my party and myself get to Moab in this gameplay. I believe she gets the first Moab, and then like a minute later I get one. You're going to see me sit in the same spot the entire game. This is an excellent spot to Moab at on mission. You get a lot of traffic coming at you, but it's like it has its downtimes. Like you're gonna see parts of this gameplay where nobody really runs at me, but then you'll also see parts of the game where 2 or 3 guys can come at me within like 10 seconds. You can see down into the pit area, like in case they're spawning down there. You can also look straight across down into like where the people are coming up that hill over there. And then you can also look over on street side. So pretty much you have every area of the map covered, and you don't ever have to run into the middle of the map, which is, just like a clusterfuck going on in there. So you don't have to worry about that. But this is not about the gameplay. We have some big news that hit the internet today, or last night, whatever you want to say, about Black Ops 2. These are some rumored, and I want to emphasize rumored, facts about, I guess if they're rumors, they can't be facts, but, rumored pieces of information about Black Ops 2 and things that they will and will not have in this game. And I remember doing something very similar to this for Modern Warfare 3, and it turned out that almost all of that information was proved to be inaccurate. It was like 3 days after the information leaked, Infinity Ward and Robert Bowling came out and said that, that stuff was not true. Most of that stuff was inaccurate. And so we really need to take this information and just, realize that they are rumors, and that this is not 100% confirmed by any means. But it still is nice to speculate and, kind of give our thoughts on some of these things. So I'm just going to dive right in here and read off these things and kind of give my, my thoughts as I feel like I need to. There's a new game mode called Escort, which is similar to Search and Destroy in that everybody only gets 1 life, and it's consisted of rounds, but you have to escort a live player to one of 3 areas on the map, or 2, depending on the size of the map, without being killed. So basically, you just have to escort one person to a certain area without letting them die. Makes sense. We'll see how that goes. I don't see that overtaking like Search and Destroy as like the rounds game mode or whatever, however you want to say it, or like the 1 life per round, I guess you should say. Let's see. Drop Zone and Kill Confirmed will return. I'm happy about both of those. I enjoy both of those game types. Team Defender and Infected will not return. I don't play either one of those, so I'm not worried about it. It says point streaks will follow Modern Warfare 3 system. I'm assuming that means Assault, Specialist, and Support streaks. However, it says there's a larger emphasis on objectives. A bomb plant, so Demolition, Search and Destroy, bomb plants are worth 2 points. A neutral flag, so Domination, is worth 1 point. A neutral flag would be one that hasn't been captured yet, so at the beginning of the game, when you capture that flag, that would be 1 point. If you capture an enemy flag, it's worth 2 points, so if you overtake an enemy's flag, that'll probably usually happen, I guess, on the B flag, because that seems to be the one flag that kind of alternates during a game of Domination. A flag assist is worth 1 point, and a flag capture is worth 2 points for you guys that play Capture the Flag. Now, this is a big change up here. The Specialist point streak has been modified, where after 2 kills, you get 1 perk. After your 4th kill, you get 2 more perks. After the 6th kill, you get 3 more perks. And after the 8th kill, you get 4 more perks. Now, that's a total of 10 perks that you get to add on to your original 3, I suppose. I'm assuming that you start off with 3 and then get 10 more for a total of 13. But I can see how if you read this, it would imply that you only get 10 total. So, and it does specify down here that you do not get every perk when you reach your 8th kill. So, right now when you get your Specialist bonus in Modern Warfare 3, you get all the perks in the game, outside of Overkill and whatnot, but every perk just about. And this basically says that that won't be the case in Black Ops 2. You will not get every perk, so you'll have to actually pick the perks based on your playstyle or whatever to benefit you. Perks only become pro when you have them pro. I'm not sure what that means. I guess if you get Specialist bonus now in Modern Warfare 3, even if you don't have pro perks, they are pro when you have Specialist bonus. That's the only thing I can take from that. RCXD will not return. I'm sure that will make a lot of people happy. Now, this is something stupid right here. This is like the first thing that I read that I didn't like. And I also don't really like the way they did the specialist bonus. I feel like if you get to that 8 or 9 kills or whatever, you should be able to get all the perks. But this thing right here is just stupid to me. It's called Heat Vision. It's a new point streak reward. When you get the required points, you can activate the point streak and your player pulls out a scope and attaches it to your weapon. The scope's main advantage is its ability to detect enemies through most walls. The scope can only be attached to primaries, not including shotguns. Okay, see through walls? Are you kidding me? Why would you make something that can see through walls? Even if it is a point streak and you have to get enough kills to earn it, I just feel like that's just bad. Like, why? Like, what's the point of having the walls there if you can see through it, to me? Like, I don't like that. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. Where was I at? Item packages. This requires a 5-point streak. It falls alongside of care packages and airdrop traps. However, it features only a few things. It includes ammo, minigun, grenade launcher, rocket launcher, and body armor. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to drop one of those things or all of those things. That's really not, illustrated here, but those are like a list of the things that are in that package. If it's only a 5-point streak, I would imagine it only drops one of those. Now, prestiges, this is something new that I actually like. There's 15 prestiges, and there's 50 ranks on the first prestige. Now, this is where it changes. Every 2 prestiges, there's a 5 rank increase. So on prestige 2, then it'll be 55 levels. At prestige 4, it'll be 60 levels. That's what I'm taking from that. Every 2 prestiges, you get 5 more levels on those prestiges. And it says the final prestige has 90 levels. So, I can see how it would take a lot longer to get to max level in this game than it does in other Call of Duty games where there's no fluctuation from prestige to prestige. There's Elite 2.0 that's coming out, Call of Duty Elite 2.0. It's being fully incorporated into Black Ops 2. I guess they don't consider Modern Warfare 3 being fully incorporated. Your combat record has been modified and renamed as Elite Stats. There'll be a specific lobby for clan matches, which will be a new way of leveling up clans. So there will be certain game types that you'll only be able to go into if you have like a registered elite clan. And clan tournaments will now be implemented with this. So I'm not a big elite guy, so that doesn't really bother me. Now these are some things that have been removed. No Moab or nuke. I do not like this, especially if they're having specialist kill streaks. If they're having specialist in this game, I feel like they should keep the Moab in there. Because to me, what are you earning towards? Really? Like, you're just earning towards more perks? Like, how often do you really live to 8 or 9 kills? Like, why would you want the extra perks without working towards that ultimate goal of a Moab? That just doesn't seem good for me. Now, these are 2 very amazing things. No last stand and no death streaks. This is something that we have been asking for a long time. And if this does turn out to be true, then a lot of people will be very happy. And no flamethrower attachment. That's also been removed. Map design will follow Black Ops, not Modern Warfare 3. So I'm assuming they mean it'll be bigger and more open areas. It won't be so much narrow pathways where you're just running into everybody constantly. Sniper rifles will have no aim assist for any sniper rifle, and they'll have less sway. So that doesn't say quickscoping's back. It just says that there'll be less sway than in Black Ops. Customization, this is talking about player appearance. No longer does just the first perk choose the player's appearance. The player's appearance is a combination of all perks and the type of point streak being used. Let's see. Hardcore game types, larger emphasis on hardcore than ever before. No grenade launchers allowed. Only vehicle-guided rocket launchers permitted. Respawn timings decreased. 1 bullet in the foot will no longer kill a person. A head or chest shot is usually required. A person will now bleed out if severely injured. None of those things affect me because I don't really play hardcore, but I figured I'd read those off for you guys that do. This is something that I do not like. This system right here that I'm getting ready to tell you, I believe is a huge fail. If anybody somehow listens to this that has any decision making, I feel like this should just be taken out and taken back to the old system. There's a new perk system. The Perk Pro system has been upgraded, to be specific. There's now 2 options a perk can advance to. Both require different challenges to unlock. Once the desired pro version is unlocked, the player can select that as their perk pro. Once selected, the only way to choose the other option is by entering prestige mode. And then it gives an example. Perk slot 1 has a perk called Speed. Speed reduces the time taken to aim down the sight. Pro 1 is swaps weapons faster. Pro 2 is throws equipment faster. So now the way this rule is you can only pick one of those. I would probably pick swap weapons faster. But, you know, maybe one day down the line I'd rather be able to throw my equipment faster. And it's basically saying that the only way you can switch to the other one is to prestige. So that means when you get to that max prestige, you better know exactly which pro part you want to every perk in the game, because there's no way for you to get out of it if you don't. Which to me is just stupid. Like, I don't know. I feel like they should just make there be more challenges for the pro perks, like to making them harder to get, but put all of the pro perks into the pro versions. Like, that's the point of getting the pro perk, is to have those advantages. I really don't like I guess they're trying to make it so everybody's like there's more customization, I guess, but I don't like. You should be able to alternate. You should be able to pick which one you want. You shouldn't have to prestige to get to the next one. That doesn't seem fair at all to me. Combat training will be returning with improvements. The difficulty is no longer based on how long the bots take to start shooting. The bots now have an advanced artificial intelligence system similar to the behavior seen in Modern Warfare 3 Spec Ops Survival. And that concludes everything that is in here. Now, to me, if I had to guess, I would say maybe not even 50% of this stuff is true, because it's way too early. It's March. It's way too early for this much information to be leaking. And if it is leaking, it makes me wonder how secure their information is. Like, if somebody is really leaking all of this information and it's all 100% true, then what does that say about, their game development process? Like, even with Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2, like going back to all the Call of Duties, like never this early before a game has been released have you known this much about the game. We don't even know this much about the games 2 days before they come out. Usually we get like a little 30-second clip like a week or two before the game's release, and that's the only thing we get to see about a game, and then whatever they tell us at E3, which is usually nothing. They tell us about like single player and whatnot, but I don't know. I would really take all this information and just really realize that, it's probably not 100% accurate, but it is cool to speculate. So you guys be sure to let me know what you think about these additions and things that they've taken out of the game, and which things you thought were cool, which things you didn't like, and maybe we'll hear something from Treyarch soon about whether these things are true or not. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all have a good day. I hope y'all enjoyed this double Moab, and I will have to throw something else behind this gameplay because I went way over on time, and I'll talk to you guys later.